压住那个绳子，挨过。小心脚上哈，不可能的。
Autumn is harvest time. After a whole year of hard work, now is the time for the villagers of Langshan to enjoy the happiness of harvesting. Every autumn, Liu Xuyong is the busiest man in the village. After the intense work of harvesting rice, he attends to an even more important task.
干嘛啊？在干什么？干农活啊，吃豆腐啊。明天我看了那个，有些那个吊篮，明天去搞吧。多不多啊？那个应该还可以吧。你那个侄子要跟我们一起去吧？可以去吧，在家。他行不行啊？那体力够不够啊？体力肯定够了。那我先找他去聊一下。好。
Horsey's real name is Li Wubin. He was given this nickname because he works so hard and quickly. He and Liu also collect herbs. The rope is the most crucial tool for them to safely gather herbs from the cliffside. This is a hemp rope that was passed down from Liu's grandfather. For Liu, the strength of a rope is a matter of life and death. Every time before they go to gather herbs, Liu examines the rope inch by inch.
来了，1、2，哎，还可以，很牢，弹力也很大。你看，这是3条绳子，拿这绳子，每人拿1条了，每人拿1条了。好嘞，来。Yes。
刘叔，这个东西怎么穿戴呀？怎么？
我给你示范一下，你这个首先穿起来以后，你看这一条一定要放在那个捆那个腰带的那个地方，你看是这样，到时候把那个绳子是这样穿起来，你看是这样穿起来，这一头是绑在树上，
这一头绑在树上面，
这个绑在树上。 绑在树上，把那个结一定要打好。这个还短了一点点，是这样绑在树上面，
就这样就可以了。
一下就可以了。到时候到山上不要怕就可以了。这个刚才测试了，也看到的。
Today is an auspicious day picked by Liu. He's invited the village priest to hold a ceremony to the mountain god for him and his 2 partners. This is their final step before heading into the mountains to collect herbs.
立志西花喜在香烟流浪口情千切是这安然誓言。后期走时之年19月初15生日签发定国岁归有年就是生日生。自己都当龙跟龙是这个天边云那个网江边，年少月少，龙啥子就了上啥，飞人啥，撞人啥，街上水上转啥，龙家全是香乐器，烈士以前是亲生的亲生一山那，念起舞龙归位啊。
Langshan, Liu's hometown, is called a Natural Danxia Landform Reserve Museum. The mountains here are magnificent, steep and peculiar, each in a different shape. This special geographical environment makes it a paradise for all kinds of flora and fauna. On the steep cliff, there's a magical herb known as the Dendrobium orchid. The plant's local nickname is Heaven's Herb. Today, Leo is heading to the Ghost Valley to gather herbs. The mountain in the valley is almost 100 meters high, and its southern side is a sheer cliff. What Leo wants is to gather the Dendrobium orchid, which grows on the cliff face. A village path leads directly to the mountain top. Unfortunately, when they arrive, it begins to rain.
怎么办？下大雨了，下不下？现在来呢？我算是不下了吧？不下了。你下了，你下了。
The cliff will be slippery from the rainfall. Liu Xuyong hesitates, but Horsey doesn't want to go back home empty-handed.
阿强，你去。 下雨天踩的话，肯定是危险。第一个，那个身体是受不了；第二个，那个岩壁上还有一点滑，要特别的注意，要小心谨慎，高度重视起来。算了算了，你回来。哎呀，为了安全，还是我来。啊，师傅过来。
Liu is Horsey's mentor. 10 years ago, it was Liu who first took Horsey into the mountains to collect herbs. Now they're both experts in collecting herbs, although, when facing extreme circumstances, Liu is the more experienced of the two. Most orchids grow on mountainsides. They have to lower the rope to a certain length to reach them. But as they let out more and more rope, Liu suddenly realizes the rope might be too short.
放！小伙子，接对后是接起的。啊？两个接起。还有后挡带。哎，不干后挡带。好了好了，还没打。两个后是接起，没有拿让。那叫人来准备来。啊？ 来，先走，别动手吧。接起吧。冇。等一下。啊。有了吗？快放。看你让着这个喊不过来。
The rain is getting heavier. Horsey starts to worry.
放电。好，拿去。
For Liu, they're risking their life every time they collect herbs, so they search any corner that might have the plants. This time, they searched for almost half an hour and still found nothing. Orchids only grow in specific environments. Normally they grow on the shaded side of a cliff, or in a crevice which is hard to discover. Based on his years of experience collecting herbs, Liu knows which mountain bears the biggest chance for him to find the plant. How much will be available is reliant on For the past 2 years, mountain orchids have become less abundant. Liu risks his life collecting them in this way. Sometimes he comes back empty-handed. The next day, early in the morning, Liu goes to Mr. He's home with the plants he collected yesterday.
Ah, 昨天我采了一点那个野生的石斛，我带过来给你看看。带过来。
Mr. He is one of the first villagers to artificially breed dendrobium orchids. A few years ago, Liu and He became contractors for the Ministry of Science and Technology's artificial cultivation project for the orchids. Mr. He grows the plants, while Liu is in charge of collecting wild specimens.
那盆里面肯定好了，盆里面肯定好一点了。
For the past several years, the orchids found by Liu are taken to He's garden to plant. This provides samples for scientific research related to artificial cultivation.
好好。他估计有在这山上头的，他是经过锻炼来过。
The dendrobium orchid is a precious Chinese herbal medicine. The ancient Chinese believed its efficacy even surpassed ginseng and cordyceps. The dendrobium orchid is extremely expensive. Freshly picked ones can be sold for 10,000 yuan per kilo, while a dried one is as expensive as gold. In recent years, the amount of dendrobium in the wild has declined. To prevent this wild, important resource from extinction, the Chinese Academy of Sciences has been studying artificial cultivation. The most important thing, and also the biggest task for Liu this year, is to obtain the seed of the plant. None of the dendrobium orchids he's found so far have seeds.
现在我们从山上采下来的那个野生的，也就是我们种的那个品种的第一代，那个第一代的话肯定比第二代要强，所以我们就是出去的采一点那个种子，因为越来越少的话，我们采的现在我们基本上不采，主要是就是采的话也是采一点那个种源。
The search for seeds leads Lil to Bamboo Basket Mountain.
你见。
It's one of the most difficult mountains to climb in the entire area. Leo knows the mountain path is dangerous, so he's asked another experienced gatherer to go along with him. 你没等我嘞。 Through the valley, they approach the mountain top. The vines are quite dense here. The three herbal gatherers have to find their way amongst the heavy undergrowth. They've reached midpoint, but a sheer vertical wall blocks their way. For herb gatherers, as long as there are bushes, the steep cliff won't be a problem for them. Horsey manages to climb to the mountaintop with his bare hands.
Hey.
'With the aid of the rope, the men following him can save a lot of energy climbing up. Otherwise, this would be an exhausting process. After 1 hour of rough going, the three finally reach the summit.
接头啊，
哪一根？
最接对吧？
我跟那个，我跟那根长瓜。长瓜。不用下去，我们在上面。
哎，那里头。
往左边点。这边。
Bamboo Basket Mountain is about 150 meters high. Even two ropes joined together will still fall short of lowering them down to the base of the mountain. So this time, Leo has to adopt another strategy.
You没起来。
There's a slope to the mountain top. The rope can easily get caught in the rock, which increases the difficulty. Horsey has to climb up to help Liu adjust the rope. Although he didn't find anything on this cliff, Liu could see many dendrobium growing to the right of the cliff, but couldn't move over because the rope was stuck. They have to send a second man down. Liu is exhausted from the first climb, so Horsey heads down this time.
Hey, Yamo!拿进来！啊！啊！啊！拿进！拿进！拿进来！
For the herb gatherer, most of the dangers during the process can be foreseen and advanced precautions taken. The only unpredictable danger is from falling rock. The two cliffs are not far from each other. Horsey returns with something to show for his efforts. They collect more than double what they got last time, but Liu is more excited because this time they finally collected some seeds. The next day, Liu heads to the Dendrobium Orchid Research Base in Changsha with the seeds in hand.
老刘，你这次搞的这个果子是很不容易的。早一点点的话还是并不难，就是找果实的话比较麻烦。这个浪山这个种还是很好的，我们把这个种子播下去呢，这个苗我们种下去呢之后再要选育。哦，我明白意思了啊。
A seed can be cultivated into tens of thousands of seedlings with an expert's care. These seedlings are the basis for making artificial cultivation of the plant viable. Liu Xuyong and his friends are the only herb gatherers left in Langshan. What will the future hold for their profession? Only time knows the answer.
不知道以后有人能继承这个，要有人学的话，他又能吃苦，又能爬的人就才能学这个。现在我估计我们还有10年的时间吧，也许为我们在这个10几年的时间内，尽量找一个那个给我们这门技术传承下去的人嘛。
猕猴它也是有灵性的，在我跟前跟小孩一样，他们受到某种伤害了，都要过来求助我。
做上的了解透这个猴子的，这是他的心里话。
我希望这些猴啊，他们在野外呢，越发展越好。
Please join us for part 6 of Heading into the Mountains.